Man, they animated this like crazy. Now they're doing a lot of flashy magic, though. You notice they're not doing basic spells anymore. Hey guys, welcome to episode 25 of Frieren Beyond Journey's End. Today we are going to probably see the Frieren fight, I'm imagining. Yeah, Fern seems to have an idea. It's kind of brutal, but she thinks she could kill Frieren, so her clone. We'll have to see how that goes. I'm curious if that was something that Frieren taught Fern or something. I don't know. Frieren seems kind of happy that Fern knows how to take her down, so we'll have to see what that means. Yeah, we'll have to see if they have some sort of... Like, I don't know what her specific weakness would be outside of it just being her personality. Like, you know what? Maybe they throw a bunch of loot around. All that loot that they've been collecting, if they start throwing it around, maybe the Mimic will be distracted by it that they can just take her out. I don't know. I imagine it's probably going to be something silly along those lines or something. I don't know. I mean, it is mindless, so maybe it wouldn't fall for it, but I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, so imagine we're going to see that fight. At least here on the Crunchyroll cover, it shows the two friends they made in the first challenge, so maybe they'll play into it somehow. I don't know. But other than that, let's go ahead and get started on this episode and see who wins. Yeah, they're going to pass that on. So the other guy didn't make it. That's rough. You just gotta hope it's somewhat not trying to kill them, but I don't know. It doesn't look like that's the case. Maybe that's the only reason that Sense went through this, is so her Mimic is there. That's the only reason she's walking through this with them. Is to make sure her Mimic is there as like a final boss. Yeah, and we learned a little bit about that. It's some sort of old monster. Whoa, they know this. Huh. Yeah, and we learned about our older brothers. They all are still around and babier, so... Oh. So they did want to team up with those two. Yeah, Spiegel. So I wonder if Spiegel itself is challenging without... Oh. Got it. So they almost gotta ignore the replicas. So they have to beat Frieren. And you'll lose your number advantage. Yeah, they'll lose their number advantage if they wait too long. Got it. So, yeah, so they'll still succumb to the same errors that their personality would make. So, throwing treasure around might actually work. Is that what you're saying? So she stops detecting mana when she goes on the defense like that for real quick. Is that implying that just by teaming up and attacking her all at once, she can't guard everything, or she'll lose track of someone making an attack on her or something? Like she's slightly distracted for a moment? What's this? Oh, okay. He's just hungover. He's just lying there passed out. I really want to know how strong they actually were. Those two are still arguing the whole time. Yeah, what I gather from the attack is she gets momentarily distracted and loses track of what's going on mana-wise around her. Got it. So, I mean, that makes sense. The less challengers in there, the less the boss makes unexpected. That does make sense. I've seen that before. Or if there's so many people, it keeps drawing aggro, so you don't know what it's going to do next. It's not a challenge of whether they'd win or not. It's just a challenge of everyone making it. So they're more worried about that than the overwhelming power. Man, they animated this like crazy. Now they're doing a lot of flashy magic, though. You notice they're not doing basic spells anymore. Look at the background, man. And she is a quick draw, so it's a matter of her being stealthy and taking a quick shot at her. Yeah, I was wondering, because I think she said she was beat by Elf, which I'm assuming is her. Okay, so Flame essentially started the Imperial Mages. Okay, so Flame was really out there, because nobody was studying magic in her time. Yeah, it seems like she wants to hoard it all for herself. Kind of like a Gilgamesh-like figure. So she only cares about that top 1%. The Field of Flowers. Yeah. It's possibly just the spread magic to so many people that they come up with unique, different spells. And that's possibly why Frieren explores so much. She wants people to develop unique, random spells, magic. Yeah. Which kind of comes with the advantage of being human, right? They're impatient. So they move faster. They develop quicker. Yeah, the humans are... Yeah, we'll take over the demon... We'll beat the Demon King. Their hero, right? It's kind of a Lord of the Rings aspect. The era of the elves ends and it becomes the era of man. Or a human. Interesting. That was really cool to see that conversation between those two. It's kind of like when I was talking at the very beginning of the show, that humans have something, you know, inherently special about the fact that they have such a short lifespan and are willing to advance so quickly. Okay, so there was episode 25 of Frieren. I absolutely loved that conversation there at the end between those two. It really brings back into what I was talking about, like at the very first few episodes of this series, was what makes humanity special. I really love that that's come full circle, and it's actually pulled up front of the plot of this world, that they will eventually just be based off how quickly they advance and are willing to learn and push themselves because they don't have all the time in the world. That they'll just pass on the knowledge, almost like the chef. She was always talking like the taste changes, and she hates that it changes. But she agreed there at the end with the, like, when they went back to that restaurant in today's era, that it's changed for the better. It's became better. So it just kind of goes to show that as the generations go by, they keep, you know, each generation of humans keep advancing as fast and as hard as they can because they have such a short life and they're so ambitious that they'll pass on that knowledge, and then a new mind will take a look. It's like having a bunch of people checking you, it's almost like it's tested by a bunch of different minds and molded to where it becomes better because new, fresh perspectives are added to magic, or fresh perspectives are looking at trying to recreate the wheel, right, and make it more efficient. So I like that they're really going into that. I love that sort of stuff. That's great world building kind of stuff. It does the era of the humans is going to accelerate and surpass us and all that sort of stuff. That we're entering the age of humans, or man, kind of like Lord of the Rings was, with the elves passing on, and then Middle Earth being taken over, or being the human era. So cool stuff. I love stuff like that, and it makes sense to me. I'm glad. I love it when humans. I've always when I'm playing like D&D or games, I am the basic dude who's always playing a human. Because I just think it's cool. I love the idea of humans just being able to defy the odds, and without having some special skill, just through sheer will and determination, finding a way to come through. I love that stuff. So, good stuff. I'm glad that we're tackling that sort of stuff in this show, and I think that just adds to the world building. So, good stuff. Frieren was defeated by Fern, so we got, or both Frieren and Fern, but you know what I mean. So we saw that, so we'll have to see. Hopefully we still get to see some of the others fighting their clones, and hopefully at least Denkin and some of the major characters make it through, because I've really grown to like a lot of these other mages that have been introduced this arc. So yeah, well, we'll have to see, but until then, let's go ahead. If you would please like, subscribe, comment. I'd appreciate that. And tell me so far we are 25 episodes in, so tell me what specifically has been your favorite part about this show in particular. Is it the world building? Is it the character dynamics or character growth that you've seen from Frieren? Or is it just the dynamics and the fun shenanigans that they have together? Because really all of it's been good. I really enjoy this show. So other than that, you guys have a great one. We'll talk to you guys later. See ya.